What's your excuse? How you doing, YouTube? It's Will from Will Development, and this is my 112th weekly update. And before I just go and break everybody's heart, I will just start out by saying I have been taking it very easy in terms of training, given that my procedure, operation, whatever you want to call it, is next Wednesday, so I figured I'm not going to get on a strict regimen unless I know I can stick to it for at least 3 months, you know what I mean? And so given that I'm guaranteed going to have to take at least one day off next week, I figured I would just keep doing some light calisthenics, kind of Tabata style stuff. Sort of just working on my cardiovascular mostly, not so much pushing heavy weights around. And the other part of that is that I actually have been feeling kind of some weird stuff going on with my heart. I don't know if it's lack of sleep, I don't know if it's lack of training, I don't know if it's diet. My diet hasn't been shit, but it hasn't been, quite to the level that I normally keep it up to. I'm not talking like I'm eating candy and stuff, I just mean I'm not eating nearly as much, as often, that sort of thing, and certainly not getting as many different types of foods that I normally do. Normally I have like 3 or 4 different types of vegetables, 3 or 4 different types of proteins, that sort of thing. This whole week it's been basically the same vegetables and proteins and even carbs all throughout the week. So next week I will be eating less, that sort of thing. But I thought I'd take today and sort of give a layman's breakdown of what I'm going to be going through next Wednesday, since it occurred to me that a lot of people don't really know what it is or even understand what an intravenous catheterization valve replacement is. And I'm going to just say it in the simplest terms possible, because I do intend to do another sort of more in-depth video on this in the coming weeks/months. I've got a bunch of other videos in the pocket to edit that I just need to put together and then upload, but I've got plenty to release, don't worry, Yeah, I know you're real worried, right? Regardless, the simplest way to put it is basically there's a large vein in your leg near the groin, and it is so large that they can actually fit tubes into it. And it's, I believe it's a vein. It's either a vein or an artery. I think it might even be an artery. It's a very large tube that moves blood, right? And it leads almost directly to your heart. In fact, it leads directly to your heart. Sorry. Let me start that over. There's a big tube inside your body that carries blood, and one of the entry points to get to it is through your groin, like right off to the side of it. So what they're going to do to me is they're going to shove a tube up there. This is, again, simple version of this. And they're going to take the piece of plastic that's in my heart, leave the old one there, and just basically put a new one in there by shoving a tube through that tube, shoving a wire through that tube, and basically dropping a new piece of plastic, it's shaped like a ring, into my heart to effectively replace the old one. Because what's happening is the old one is leaking, and it's leaking so much blood to the point where it could end up being something bad if they don't replace it soon enough. So that's why the doctor basically called me, I believe on like the 3rd, and was just like, 16th, let's go. And I was like, alright, I guess, fuck it, let's do it then. So again, that's the simplistic version of what they're going to be doing to me Wednesday. The beautiful part about this is that, assuming this goes well, which I'm not assuming that at all because I'm a pessimist like that, but assuming that goes well, it will mean I won't have to have another open heart surgery, period, at least for another 10, 12 plus years, on top of the fact that the laydown period of this particular procedure is ridiculously short compared to, say, open heart surgery. Open heart surgery can be anywhere from 3 months to 4 months to 5 months out. Just basically you're useless. You're usually useless for the first month. I remember the first month I couldn't do anything. I wasn't even supposed to ride in cars that were too shaky, that sort of thing. I wasn't supposed to go upstairs. My oven is preheated, apparently. This one, he basically said, we're going to go on Wednesday. If it goes well, you're done. We're going to keep you overnight. And then Thursday around noon, you'll be released. You can go home. You can even go back to work on Friday, which I intend to do if I don't feel complete shit because of the anesthesia. And he said you could even go back to training by the following Wednesday. So basically a week of light duty compared to 3 to 6 months of being a just slave to anybody else's whims because you're so useless. So I'm excited. I'm apprehensively hopeful. I'm a pessimistic optimistic. I hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, that sort of thing. Because when I first went to this doctor, I was planning on just going, you're fine, kid. But I think in the back of my mind, I knew that wouldn't be the case anyway. So I'm hopeful that it goes well. The doctor sounded pretty, I don't want to say hopeful, but pretty sure that it would go no complications, that sort of thing. And I'm not worried about dying on the table or anything like that if anybody else is. Just get that shit out of your head. I'm too stupid and stubborn to die. I got shit to do that following Monday anyway, so that ain't gonna happen. I'm just worried they won't be able to do it, and then they're gonna have to crack me open again, which is just, it sucks. It sucks. There's just no way, two ways around it. Again, simplistic thoughts on how that's gonna go down. I plan on doing my video Friday. If something goes wrong, I will try to do just a quick video on my phone explaining what the fuck is wrong with me and why I'm not doing a video next Friday, but assume to see me next Friday, and the best way to do that is to subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed. If you don't subscribe, then what's your excuse?